Okay, so welcome back and thank you so much for joining the session today. And tomorrow is going to be our final session. And I think this is where we left last week, last Sunday. And I wanted to complete this activity. So let's try and understand the background of these slides. Now, Khalif Bhai, if you observe this slide, you actually are looking at the memorials. When we have the 9/11, then the Holocaust, World War II, and so on. Now, people actually, in reality, people want to remember those incidents, where too much of emotions are there, right? And now, see, there's too much of emotions involved when we look at these pictures, right? And
Yeah,
now, uh, in reality, what happens is uh, they want to create that memorial so that they can have a look at it and then recall and then go into that state and then remember all those things. And now similarly, we have so many memorials in our life, right? uh, it can be in different ways. We will try and understand what this is all about. I have one activity. I want you to make a list of 10 memorial statements you may have. Yeah. See, memorial here is something that which you actually believed in the past, that it can be a positive thing or a negative thing, right? For example, I can say you had this memory in the past that said, okay, like for example, you just said you were in a state for 4 years, you couldn't do anything, right? Yeah. When we were discussing initially on this call, you said you were frustrated and you had so many things happening in the mind and so many things, and those were that was a situation, that was an incident in your life, uh, which actually had become like a memorial, and that was actually stopping you to do something in your life,
yeah.
right? And what is that thing which was actually stopping you to do something or become something in your life?
Our my thoughts of some of the personal incidents that have occurred
Hmm.
past,
Okay. Okay.
and also my I can say one more thing is that that how I grew up,
Hmm.
in what kind of environment I grew up. That was also stopping me in my growth, in my career growth, everything.
Right. Okay. All right. So those were the past memorials. Okay. They had become an obstacle in your life, right? Maybe uh, it could be confidence, it could be frustration, it could be anything that was responsible for you to do something in your life. And now you have reached to this level right now. Now, do you have any memorial that has become an obstacle in your life? Let's say you want to do something, right? See, our
People,
mind is always um, stuck in the past events. We always bring those past events, those situations, those things into the present, and then again our mind starts looking at the future, about the future. It most of the times our mind is always stuck between the past and the future, and at present our mind is focusing very less. On an average, 60,000 thoughts get generated in our mind on a daily basis. So now 90% of these thoughts are stuck either in the past, stuck both in past and future. Only 10% of our thoughts are in the present, and out of those 10% thoughts, we're getting distracted big time. Again, we're not able to focus, we're not able to concentrate, and there's so many other challenges, mostly because of too much of distraction in our environment where we live in. It can be internal environment as well as external environment. And now, do you have uh, any obstacle which is impacting you presently, which is not allowing you to do something that you really want to do and move on in your life?
Distractions only.
Like what kind of distractions?
Actually, I cannot say as distractions, but I do social work a lot. So
Hmm.
people call me for any help or those things.
Okay.
Because of those things, I'll be always busy in some or the other activity which is not related to me. It is
Right.
related to some other people.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's really good because, even psychologically, if we start focusing on other people, if we start helping other people, that means, unconsciously we are helping ourselves, right? It's not just in whatever way you are helping, unconsciously you are helping yourself first.
Yeah,
it,
we
it can
grow a
be
lot
exactly,
by
it can
teaching
be
others.
mentally, it can be mentally, it can be emotionally, it can be intelligently. There's so many ways that you first grow yourself. Of course you are helping others to grow, but unconsciously you are growing, you don't know how you are growing, because of there is too much of learning happening. So many emotions flow, so many thoughts flow, and so many changes happen within yourself. The way you think changes, the way you connect with people changes, the way you interact with people changes, the way you collaborate with people changes, and the way you deal with people changes. Your emotions change, and your intelligence level actually grows step by step because of all these things happening internally, right? So whatever activity you are doing is actually good. Yeah. Now, are there any other memorials that you believe that, for example, you had challenges with the presentation, right? Now, do you
Yeah.
still believe that, I cannot, do the presentation?
It's now what I'm facing is people management. I
Hmm.
have to learn a lot in people management.
Right. So what is the challenge in people management? So what is the main challenge that you see that, this is something that I'm really cannot handle it?
Mm,
What is the topmost thing? Is it understanding the mindsets of people, or not able to connect?
negotiation,
Okay.
negotiation
Hmm.
in whatever I'm working. I'm not getting what I'm expecting and I'm doing.
Okay.
Nothing is correlated.
Hmm.
So I'm unable to negotiate with people, with my manager, senior management, anything. I'm
Okay.
unable to.
Why do you think you're not able to negotiate with people? What is stopping you? Is it like you don't know how to negotiate it, or are you, you have some kind of a mindset, okay, if I ask this, he might feel bad, or he will have some kind of a bad impression on me? There's so many thoughts are coming in your mind when you want to, negotiate or ask something.
I actually I don't know how to stand for myself for anything. So now what actually I did is I am talking to some senior people
Hmm.
who are in IT, and I'm trying to learn how to to say how to show off our work and how to project ourselves. All those things I'm trying to learn these days.
Okay,
projection,
so
everything.
okay, so you're trying to create a visibility, right? So
Yeah,
so people know that whatever you are doing is something that's coming from you and not from anybody else.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, all right, I got it. I think that's the basic step that you have started, so you should continue doing that. And yeah, I mean, you will find ways, because if the reality of life is, if you are in search of something, okay, the nature will start supporting you. Now the condition is, you have to be very serious about it, and you just have to start working on it step by step. Don't go for a high jump and directly go to the conclusion. No,
yeah,
don't go to the end. Go step by step, because when you go step by step, what happens is, you will learn by experience. Yeah, the
yeah,
process will teach you so many things. That's why it's called as a process. Yeah, so while you start doing it step by step, then you will learn so many things. You will see so many ups and downs. It can be people, it can be manager, it can be anybody, it can be colleagues, it can be yourself, right? But you will see so many ups and downs coming on your way, but you need to stop for a moment and understand, okay, what is this? Now you need to be mindful at that point of time. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
the more you stop and analyze, the more you stop for a moment and understand the source of the problem, you know what, you will find solutions to each and every problem. And
yeah.
if you simply continue with the flow, that means you will not learn anything. You need to
Yes.
stop, think, analyze, then think about different options. So I have some activities to do here, so that will help you with that. Okay, all right, so let's try and do this exercise, which is all about yourself. Okay, it's all about identifying ourselves. Okay, now I want you to quickly, okay, without thinking, I want you to quickly read this phrase and complete it as quickly as possible. I am, and you just have to tell a word. I am.
I am electronics engineer. I am a logical thinker. I am good at doing research. I am good at teaching. I am passionate about helping people.
Okay, go on, say more.
Uh,
Just say the five phrases, because there are only five I ams. See, whatever you said is something that happened consciously, right?
yeah, yeah.
Now there are so many I ams, okay, which are bothering you on a daily basis, unconsciously.
Yes.
Can you ponder on those unconscious thoughts which says I am? What are those unconscious thoughts which starts with I am?
Conscious thought. Uh,
It can be anything. Let's take one topic. The moment you look at a challenge, okay, the moment you look at a challenge, or if a challenge comes to you, a challenging task comes to you, what is that I am saying unconsciously?
I can.
It can be I am, it can be I can, it can be anything. The moment you look at a problem, the moment you look at a challenge, it can be related to any walk of your life. It can be personal, it can be professional, it can be office related, house related, it can be your hubby, it can be your kids, your colleagues, your manager, it can be anybody, it can be a project, and so on. The moment you look at a challenge, what is one thing happens
Uh,
inside your mind? What is your critic saying?
I can do it.
Okay. Now, do you say it without thinking? Do you simply say it consciously, or do you say it unconsciously? And then
Unconsciously.
you say it unconsciously, right? Without
Yeah.
even realizing what is the problem, what is the challenge. You say it, yes, I can do it. But
Yeah.
has this happened to you? After you take up, you get stuck in your life, in the project. It can be task, it can be relationship, anything.
Come again. I didn't understand.
So the moment you say, yes, I can do it, you take up the task, you take up that initiative, you take up that project or work activity, whatever it is. And then in the process of doing that, you realize, oh man, this is something I cannot do it. Have you come across that kind of a situation?
Yeah, yeah. Prior to coming, 1 year or 2 years back, I was like that only.
Hmm.
I used to take up and I used to get stuck.
Yeah.
These thoughts used to come to me,
Hmm.
and I used to stop doing that one and take some break.
Right.
Yeah, and again, then come back and try. Then I
Okay.
used to complete those things.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So see, it's really important to understand this phrase, I am. There are two most important words in this world. Khalid bhai, remember this. The first one is I am. The second word is you are. So these are the two most important and powerful words which can change the mindset, the thinking of any person. And it's really
Okay.
important to understand. Okay, the
Okay.
moment you say I am, the immediate word after I am has to be a positive word.
Okay.
There is a huge impact that is going to happen in your head, in your mind. You know what? Our mind is the thinking machine of our body, which is actually controlling the brain, and the brain is controlling our body, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thoughts are the input to mind, and who is controlling mind? It's our own thoughts. Our
Yeah.
thoughts are the input to our mind. Our mind is processing those thoughts and sending those thoughts as instructions to the brain, and the brain is controlling our body. As simple as that. And everything is happening in the head. And it's really important for you to make sure whenever you say I am, or whenever you say you are to somebody, always make sure the next immediate word is positive. Else, the moment you use a negative word, let's say I am, and then you use a negative word, it simply means you are sending a message to your mind telling I am the next word immediately. And your mind, you know what, it simply accepts that, whatever, whether it's a positive word or negative word, it accepts it. And because it accepts that word, it starts sending the signal to the brain, and the brain sends all those reactions to the body, and the body starts responding. I'll give you one example. Let's say there is someone who says you are an idiot. Do you feel amazing or do you feel bad?
Bad.
Definitely. See, if he's saying alone, you will, the in the intensity of that pain will be very less. Oh, चलो भाई अकेले अकेले में बोल डाले क्या की होगा को, but टीम के सामने बोल डाले तो कैसा होता है?
Yeah. It will affect a lot.
तुम्हें उसके बाहर निकलते नहीं तुम्हें. You get stuck there with that only, right? See,
Yeah.
that's the power of the negative word on our mind. माइंड इट our माइंड का काम है एक्सेप्ट करना. कुछ भी डालो तुम्हें, माइंड एक्सेप्ट करता है. That is what mind does. No, I'll give you one example here. Let's say there is a log, okay, and you are standing on a log, and the log is just moving around left, right, center, left, right, center, as in how the water is flowing in the river. It's going here also, it is going here also, इधर भी जा रहा है, ऊपर भी बाहर भी आ रहा है, अंदर भी डूब रहा है, बाहर भी आ रहा है. It's going left, right, straight, everywhere it's going. Okay.
Okay.
That's one type of a mind. And you are there, you're not able to control that mind or manage that mind. You know what water is the thoughts. Okay. And
Okay.
now, with the flow of thoughts, the log our mind is just flowing without any destination, just like that, it's flowing, and you're the victim is simply standing there, you cannot control it. Okay. And Swami Vivekananda said, one who can manage, one who can control mind can control anything in the world. And now just imagine there is a boat, small boat, and you are there in that boat. And the boat is what? It's a mind. And now you are controlling the boat. Yeah. Now you can
Yeah.
change the direction of the boat to anywhere as per your needs. And the water is the thoughts, they are coming, and you are controlling the boat, and you know what? You are changing the direction as per your needs. And now, do you want your mind to be a log, or do you want your mind to be a boat? You decide. If you
Boat.
want your mind to be a boat and you want to be the sailor, right, of that boat, what you have to do is you have to train your mind to follow your instructions, because instructions are anyways coming to your mind. Without even you sit quiet, the instructions are coming. Shaitan phukte rehta hai. Right? They keep on coming because the work of our mind is to just think. Thoughts will keep on coming on a daily basis. 60,000 thoughts, they keep on coming. No matter whether you work or you sit or you eat, whether you play, whatever you do, the thoughts keep on coming. And now it becomes our responsibility to manage these thoughts, our boat.
When we are working, doing some technical activities, also these thoughts come.
What activities?
Technical activities. I am doing some my project related work, and very much I got some
Thoughts are coming
error
all the
bugs.
times.
Okay.
Thoughts are non-stop. They're coming
Okay.
as long as we are alive. The thoughts keep on coming. And you know what? You're driving, and thoughts are there always unconsciously. You're driving, and you don't know what you're thinking. Thoughts are simply coming. We're not observing our thoughts. That's why we enter into the trance state. That means our unconsciously we are driving. Now you're working on a project. Now you are an expert. Okay, you're an expert, and you're just typing. Have you realized this? You're trying to code something, and then suddenly you're coding only, and somewhere your mind is wandering, and suddenly you come back. Okay, Baba, I'm coding. Because that unconsciously you're doing everything. These things happen with everybody because we do something repeatedly in our life, and that becomes a habit. Right? If you do something repeatedly, that becomes an habit, and everything is registered in your head now, and everything is automatically happening. Most of the
Okay.
times, if you're not conscious about what you're doing, not aware about what you're doing, that means our mind, it keeps wandering. It keeps on jumping from here and there, here and there. That's the work of mind, but we need to take control of mind. We need to calm it down, calm down.
Okay.
And then how you can do that, and I'm just going to share one activity. You just have to do this activity every single day, morning, evening, before you sleep. And you know what? You're only feeding positivity to your mind. With this, I'm
Okay.
helping you to remove all those negative thoughts, because most of the times we are our thoughts are negative, most of the times, because we are surrounded with negativity. There is too much of negativity around us. People talk negative things, and they're too. If you switch on the TV, watch a television channel, or it can be anything, news channel, there is too much of negativity spread there. And
Yeah. Yeah.
people, they talk negativity, even relatives, even friends, there is too much of negativity, even on the WhatsApp messages, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere there is negativity. Now we need to put a shutter in front of our eyes the moment we see the negativity things. Okay, we need to close our eyes unconsciously, not just doing like this. Just forget it. And now try doing this activity. I call this as I am activity. What you have to do is, now you just have to feel each and every single word. Okay, always. If you say I am beautiful, no, you have to feel it. That means, you know what, you are training up your mind to think positively, always positively. Even if you look any negativity happening, because you're training your mind in such a way that the moment you see something, negative, your mind will try to connect the dots in a positive way,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of doing this. I want you to please have a look at this slide and please read all these words, okay? And then after you have read it, I want you to sit straight, put your spine straight, sit straight, take a deep breath and focus on your breathing like 5 6 times. And then you have to say this word consciously, loudly in your head. I am smart. And you have to feel the word. There should be emotions flowing with every single word. Okay, you have to say it loudly in your head. I am strong, I am energetic, I am young, I am healthy, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am intelligent, I am amazing, I am wonderful, I am excellent, I am good, I am superb, I am truthful, I am faithful, I am brilliant, I am honest, I am caring, I am sharing. Now you need to feel the word and let the emotions flow with it. Now you are telling your mind that yes, I am amazing, I am wonderful, I am beautiful, I am superb, I am excellent, right? So please do this activity. Sit straight, focus on your breathing, and then say these words with I am, and let the emotions flow with that. Please come back when you're ready.
Yeah, Vasima, you can continue. I've done
Okay,
it.
great, great. Okay, so how was your experience?
Yeah, I was for every word I was thinking. uh, I was getting how I was doing the things. I was experiencing everything.
Okay. All right. It's a very beautiful activity, Khalid Bhai. It's really important as well because what happens is the moment you connect with yourself, and now what's happening is you are changing the way the information flows to our mind. You are sending the right set of signals to the mind, messages to the mind, and now you are training your mind. Slowly the mind will follow your instructions rather than you following your mind unconsciously. Your mind will follow whatever you say. That's the beauty of this. And it's really important for you to always make sure you always send positive messages to your mind. That's one way of doing it. There is one more beautiful activity I'll be sharing with you, wherein you can talk to your body. It's very important that we have to talk to our body. There's a
Okay.
beautiful exercise which I'll be sharing. These are very simple activities but highly effective in our life. Okay, so how we can connect with our body, what to do, and so on. So that's something I'll be sharing as well. So let's have a look at this slide, and it's very important to understand um, the state of our mind. Our mind has two types of states. One is, our mind can be, number one, in a resourceful state, and the second one is in an unresourceful state. Okay, and it's very important for you to understand these two types of mind states. One is resourceful state, the other one is unresourceful state. And now our mind is in a resourceful state when we are happy, when we are confident, when we are excited, when we feel amazing, when we are curious, right?
Okay.
When you are amazing, when you're feeling beautiful, when you're feeling something excellent, that means you're in a very good mood, right? So that means you are in a resourceful state. And under resourceful state means when we are sad, when we are inactive, when we are stressed, when we are frustrated, when we are lazy, when we are you know not interested, when we are not curious, when we feel very. And that can be identified by the body language of a person, the posture of a person, the way a person speaks, communicates, connects with people, the way a person greets, right? And there's so many things that only our body language speaks a lot more than
Yeah.
our words, right? And it is very important for us to make sure we are always in a resourceful state. And it's very, very easy for us to be in a resourceful state. You know what? Our body and mind are connected. Our body and mind are connected. You must have heard this: sound mind in a sound body, right? Have you heard this statement?
No, I didn't
Yeah,
hear.
yeah. Sound mind in a sound body. It means healthy mind in a healthy body. In an
Okay.
unhealthy body, a healthy mind cannot exist. In a healthy body, unhealthy mind possibility is there, can exist. That's why people have different types of problems, right? And now it's really important to understand this concept because if you really want to change your state of mind, okay, what you have to do is just have to make sure you do this I am activity. Okay, and there is one more thing that you can do. Okay, the moment you feel inactive, the moment you feel stressed out, disinterested, unnecessary things are coming, right? What you can do is you just have to sit straight, take a deep breath, exhale. Okay, like 2-3 times, take a deep breath, exhale, and then next time when you breathe in, you have to say, my body is active. When you breathe in with emotions, okay, you have to feel it. The moment you breathe in, you have to say, my body is active. And the moment you breathe out with your nose, the moment you breathe out, you have to say, my mind is relaxed. And you have to feel it. Can you give it a try like 2-3 times, and you will feel it? Actually, you feel your mind is actually getting relaxed. Can you give it a try? Please give it a try like 2-3 times, and you should be able to do it. Did you feel any change in this activity? Now, when you breathe in, it has to be a deep breathe from belly. Okay, always when you breathe in, try to breathe in, breathe out from your belly. So that's very important. Breathe like a child.
Yeah,
Yeah, deep breathe, and you have to say, my body is active. And you breathe out, deep breathe out, you have to say, my mind is relaxed. You have to say in your head, and you have to feel it. The moment you feel it, what happens is, you will feel your mind is getting relaxed. That means all the hot air going out from your head. Did
yeah,
you feel any change?
yeah, yeah,
See, it's this is something, it hardly takes 10 seconds for you to do this exercise. Only 10
yeah,
seconds. This can be done anywhere, anytime. There is nothing like morning, evening, nothing. Okay, let's say you are doing something and your head is getting heated up. Okay, so in that case, what you can do is just put your spine straight. The moment you put your spine straight, what you're actually sending a message to your head, to your mind, stating, you know what, you have to become active now. Put your spine straight, take 2-3 deep breaths, and then when you inhale, just say, my body is active. Exhale, just say, my mind is relaxed. Do this like 3-4 times, and you will feel that your mind is, that heat that's accumulated in our head. Our brain, it functions every single second, right? Because there's so many thoughts getting generated, and so much energy is invested in our head, that actually generates too much of heat in our head. That's why people get frustrated, stressed, because of that heat. Now you need to remove that heat from your head. That's very important. That's
okay,
how do you remove it? With your breathing only. That's one way. That's the first step. Okay, just inhale, deep breathe in, exhale, and with this positive message. And the other way to remove this, you can say, heated up energy, whatever it is. The other way is to, whenever you do prostration, sajda, okay,
yeah,
whenever you do sajda, prostration, remember it has to be a lengthy sajda, not just say 3 times dua and then get up. No, you have to say at least 7 to 10 times, aram se. And you will feel the blood is flowing to your head. That is the only time when the blood flows to our head. The moment our blood flows to our head in the sajda position, prostration position, you know what, that blood is taking care of that heated energy. And then again, the moment we sit, you will feel the blood is actually flowing back to in our body.
yeah,
People, we don't do sajda. That's why, always stressed out, heated up, because it's our head is heated up, right? We need to cool it down. To cool it down, what you can do is you can pour water. But obviously in office you cannot take bottle and pour water. You cannot take water and pour water even at house. Obviously our wife will come and, what are you doing, why are you like doing, giving extra work, go to office, they will send, right? So the best thing is, okay, breathe in, breathe out, deep breathe. Then whenever you offer salah, make sure you do prostration, and it has to be a lengthy prostration. It actually takes out all that heated energy, and it calms down, it relaxes our brain. That's the beauty of this. And also, uh, this activity is all about being light hearted. Always stay in the resourceful state. Why are you so stressed when we can achieve the same things by staying happy, by being light-hearted? We are working on a project. It's okay. You're playing with the numbers. It's okay. You're dealing with the data. It's okay. You're dealing with the clients. It's okay. You're dealing with your teammates, frustrated teammates, frustrated manager. It's okay. Question is, why are you letting their behavior destroy your joy? Why are you letting their behavior destroy your inner peace? You are responsible for your joyness. You're responsible to be joyful, not they. You're responsible. See, if you eat, who do you think tastes? Is it you who will taste it, or is it someone who is looking at you?
Myself.
Obviously, you taste it, right? Right? And if someone looks at you, it doesn't mean that, whatever you're eating, they're tasting. No, obviously not. But that was an example related to taste. But in reality, if you let other people's behavior in you, that means they actually feel it, and they enjoy it. Don't you think that is happening?
Yeah.
If you entertain their behavior, if you entertain their choice of words, if you entertain their body language, if you entertain their communication in your world, negativity in your world, that means they are the ones who is going to enjoy more, and you are the one who is going to suffer a lot. That's the reality. Okay. And now, never ever welcome those things which actually affect your mindset, which actually affect your mind state, which actually affect you. No. Dalai Lama, he said something very interesting. Okay, there is a boat. He says, do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. He gave an example, beautiful example. You are in a boat, in a river, or in an ocean. You are in a boat. Okay. And now, the water is the problem. The water are the thoughts of other people. What is that? Water, where the
Our
boat
thoughts.
is there, you are in that boat. Okay. And you are the one who have to, you know move move on in your life to achieve better things in your life. And now, the problem is, the reality is, people are getting affected with other people thoughts, with other people, negativity, and so many other things they are throwing at us. And you know what the problem is? And now, this water which we are sailing in our boat, right? We are taking that water and we are pouring it in our boat. Yeah. What are we doing? We're taking that water and pouring it in our boat. And what do you think will happen? Do you think we will
Both will
sail,
sink.
or we will sink?
Sink.
Boat will sink. And who is sinking? The one who is in the boat.
Ourselves.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's us. We will sink completely. And you know what? It will be really, really big challenge for us to come out of that again. And that's why are you letting others behavior, why are you letting others unnecessary problems, okay, negativity in your boat, in your mind, in your life? And why are you spoiling your mindset? Why are you spoiling your peace of mind? No. I always tell this, okay, problems are always there with everybody. Now, do not welcome those things in your life. Of course, you can address them, you can give solutions, and then stay away. Address them. There is a problem, there is a fix for every single problem on this planet. Now, give the solution, address them, and they just have to deal with that. And if you want to solve it, you're most welcome to solve it. But here, the main problem is criticism. People criticize, people pull your legs, people pull you down, people, dislike you, people hate you, people say unwanted things about you, negative things about you, bad things about you. And who is the best person who knows you in this world? Who is the best person who knows you?
Ourselves.
Of course, it's you, no one else. When you know you are truthful, when you know you are faithful, when you know you are honest, when you know you are caring, sharing, mindful, and so many other good things, then why are you getting affected by those unnecessary negative things? No, you should not. That's the wrong mindset. No, you should just ignore it. Okay, the moment you accept it, that's where the problem starts. Never accept. You know the reality of Khaliq. You know who you are, right?
Yeah.
If you're confused, that means you're accepting. If you don't know who you are, that means you're accepting criticism, unnecessary things, and then you are sinking in your own ocean. And no one will come and lift you up. They'll only watch you suffer. सब भी बॉडी में ढकलने वाले छे कौन भी बचाते नहीं, राइट? कूदो 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 कर कुछ बोलते सो सभी उनो कूदते नहीं, उनो ढकलते ही, हमेश तीर को हमेश बाहर आना सो। बट तुम्हें यहाँ पर कूदना नहीं, तुम्हें अलर्ट हो जाना सो। अलर्ट होकर तुम्हारे लाइफ में मूव ऑन, कीप मूविंग ऑन। You may see there are two ways. One is negative way. Okay, you should first of all not accept negativity. And also, we do a lot of good things in our life, right? Helping people, and then khairat karna, zakat karna, ye karna, unko madad karna, ye सारे चीजें करती हमें. Yeah, but also वहां पर भी हम ना positive comments भी आती, which actually changes our mindset. वहां पे भी थोड़ा cautious रहना, क्योंकि वहां पे ईगो का प्रॉब्लम आता है, वहां पे बहुत सारी चीजें आती, right? तो उससे बचने की कोशिश करना, ये भी रहती, which actually leads to negativity. Doing positive thing, that leads to negativity. वो शैतान का काम ही है। अच्छा काम कर रहा है, चल बा करको हम ना है सभी गड़े में डालता है। तो ऐसे हरकत ही, we have to be very actually cautious about that as well. ठीक है? No, that's what the intent of this slide is. Please be light-hearted. Take everything lightly. Everything lightly मतलब उतना भी light नहीं कि एकदम हाथ से निकल जाए. Yeah, when I say it, it's a big complex project. Okay, welcome it. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, we will deal with that. There's a big problem with the team member. Okay, all right. So let's deal with that. Now, you think about a big problem, but you need to start with small things. Break it into small parts, and you feel very easy. The moment you think, oh, it's a big problem, that means you get frustrated and stressed. It's a big problem. Okay, no problem. If I ask you to, Khalif bhai, if I ask you to break a mountain in one day, can you break a mountain in one day? If I ask you to break the mountain in 1 year, can you break it?
Yeah, 1 year it is possible. 1 day means it depends on resources.
I mean, you're the only one person, Khalif bhai. If I ask you to break mountain in 1 year, can you break it? It's not possible. No? Just one man.
Yeah.
Maybe little, okay. But if I give you
little
10
we can
years,
do. 10 years we can do it.
If I give it 20 years, obviously you can. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Now, of course, it doesn't mean that you have a problem and obviously you're increasing the time frame, and then and then you're trying to complete it. No, in reality, it doesn't happen that way. What I'm trying to say here is, you have a big thing, and that can be addressed very easily and efficiently. Now you need to break up into small parts, and then start delegating it by training it, providing right set of training, delegating it, and then make sure you're taking care of all those things, and you're there to monitor and so many other things. But the moment you get frustrated and so many things, you can do things well, but the moment you get frustrated, all those things, जो भी अच्छा काम करने का तुम्हें कर सकते थे, वो भी बिगाड़ डालती। ऐसी चीजें होती रियल लाइफ में. The moment you start taking stress, the moment you start getting frustrated and so on, right? So these things usually happen. So what you have to do, yeah, there is a thing, now we have to address it. So you need to plan it accordingly and then go ahead and start addressing it, and that will be taken care. Yeah. So I want you to please grab two glasses, plain glasses. Okay. So there is a beautiful cup activity I want to do. And once you're back, Khalif Bhai, please switch on the camera, okay? Get two plain glasses and let me know when you're ready. And I want you to get water in one glass, one empty glass, the other one full.
Okay. Yeah, Wasim bhai.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right. And now let's talk about our life, okay? And now um, I want to measure the reality of some things in our life. Okay, so do you have blank? I mean, one full and one empty. Are they transparent?
Yeah.
Transparent?
No, not transparent.
Array, I want it to be transparent.
Okay. I have to check where they are. Transparent ones.
Okay, okay. Please take a minute, no problem.
Oh, I didn't pray Asher also. Can I
You
go
didn't,
and come?
you didn't pray. I thought
Yeah.
you completed and you joined. Okay, okay. Okay, you
No.
pray Asar, and then we'll come back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, please come back.
Okay.
All right, so welcome back, Khalid Bhai. See, we have so many things in our life. Okay, so let's say we are surrounded with a lot of things in our life. Let's start with good things. So we have love in our life, right? So we have respect in our life, we have relationship in our life, we have bonding in our life, we have truthfulness, faithfulness, then learning, and so many other things. We have all these good things in our life, as well as we have bad things in our life. Okay, so let's not focus on the bad things. uh, First of all, we should actually not focus on that. So the more we focus on positive things, that's really really better for us. So now I want you to please switch on the camera and show yourself. So, and I want you to take those two glasses that you have. Okay, and now uh, how much love do you have in your life? Okay, so this is the question. So you have a full glass of water, and now you have empty glass of water, right? I want you to fill the empty glass is your life, okay? And now water is something that you want in your life, you have in your life, okay? Now be very honest, take empty glass and fill that glass and let me know how much love you have in your life. If you fill it full, that means you have 100% love in your life for everything. How much love do you have in your life, in your heart? Just fill the glass. Okay, so it's like, can I say 80%? Yeah, okay.
80%, yeah.
80% love. ठीक है. So 20% is still there. So there is that space still empty,
Yeah.
right? And now, how much peace do you have in your life?
Yeah. 80%.
Okay. And how much respect do you have in your life?
Respect.
Now you literally have to do that exercise.
Yeah.
Empty the glass and then again start filling it. So that means you are feeling respect. How much respect do you have in your life?
Respect. 80%, I believe.
80%?
Yeah.
How much trust do you have in your life?
Trust 100% I have.
Okay. And how much, mindfulness do you have? Empty the glass and then fill mindfulness. How much mindfulness you have in your life?
Mindfulness. I think it will be 50%.
50%. Okay. Let's start with the first one. Okay. The moment you said, okay, now that empty space that you have, which you had for love, okay, and many other things, 70%, 80%, 50%, and so on. And now we need to really understand what is happening here in this case. Now, I did not tell you to fill it completely or half or whatever it is. That's your decision. You made a choice here. You fill the glass with saying, okay, I have, okay, 80% love in my life, and the 20% is still empty. I have 50% mindfulness in my life, that 50% is still empty. Another simple
Yeah.
question, Khalif Bhai, is why is that empty?
Is that empty? Uh, Negative thoughts, negative people around us.
That's empty because of negative thoughts, negative people around us, okay, and
Uh, our mistakes.
mistakes, okay, and
Mm,
what else?
our own negative thoughts for mindfulness.
Okay, and
Uh,
okay,
Greed.
who is responsible for that?
Ourselves.
And why do you think we are responsible? What is stopping us to um, you know, fill that remaining portion. Now we agree that
We,
we are responsible. We are not
yeah,
filling that cup. Why are we not
yeah.
filling that cup? When we were able to fill 80%, what is the challenge? What is the problem that we are not able to fill the remaining cup to make it full? Negativity.
Uh,
I taught you one exercise how you can stay away from negativity. You need to shut your eyes, you need to shut your ears consciously. Okay, don't give importance to external things as long as they really does not matter, right? And just we should not let the behavior of others destroy our inner peace. Yeah, that means we have to train up our mind and so many other things. But what else is something that is stopping us? What do you think is that?
no, I don't have any idea. Unable to get.
Don't you think it's our own ego?
Uh,
Yeah. Don't you think it's our own ego that is stopping us to fill that remaining cup? Right?
yeah,
What could be the other things? What do you think the other thing is?
anger, greed, lust.
Okay. And when we talk about mindfulness, you just mentioned it's only 50%, right? And I know we have been super busy, no doubt, doing our work, completing the project, then meeting the deadlines and making sure the team members are happy, or train them, guide them, coach them to meet all the tasks, right, on a daily basis. And so many things are happening.
Yeah,
What else? Now, we have become an obstacle, actually. Nobody else is an obstacle. We ourselves have become an obstacle in not filling our own cup. Our cup is our life. So, how full is our cup is the most important question we need to ask when it comes to every single thing that we are looking at. Right? And let's try and understand, this is a very important thing. Now, the first thing is, uh, how about, the relationship with our kids, with our family? How full is your cup? Is it 100%? Definitely not.
what?
You ask the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
question to your hubby, you ask the same question to your kids, they will tell, no, my cup is not full. Why the cup is not full? It's the same scenario, it's the same case with everybody. It's the same case with everybody. Why it's not full? What is stopping us? It's our own ego. We are actually responsible. We say, yeah, why should, you know why should I respect, why should I listen to my kids all the times, and so many other things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll discuss on this. We'll continue with this discussion. And it's Maghrib Azan is happening right now. and then immediately at 7 o'clock, Khalil bhai, we will connect back. Okay, so
Oh,
we'll have the guest speaker already. I think she joined, and then we will continue with that.
okay, okay.
Hi, Gloria. Let me know when you are ready, and I'm passing the controls to you. All right, so hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining this session today. And I would like to welcome Gloria Rivero. And Gloria is a certified mindfulness coach, and Gloria is connecting from Mexico. And Gloria wants to share some very important insights about mindfulness at home. And I heartily welcome Gloria. Welcome to the session, and over to you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate the invitation to this wonderful space of coexistence, right? We are all here to learn. And what am I going to do is just, I'm going to try to manage to use a very good English. I'm gonna have to be like very clear. Um, and actually, the only thing that I wanted to share is my experience. My experience and how mindfulness has been like key, a key piece during this epidemic. It's not something like a key piece, but like a gift for me during this time. And I don't know, am I going to be able to use the PowerPoint slides? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to give me permission to control it, right?
You have it. Yeah. You just double click and you should get it.
Okay, okay. Then give me just a second. Mm, uh-huh. Is it okay for you guys? Can you see it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, is it in a big screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I don't know if you know this woman that is in the world. Her name is Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo is a painter, a Mexican painter that is really known like everywhere. She had a really tough life. She was considered one of Mexico's greatest artists who began painting mostly self-portraits. And after she was severely injured in a bus accident, Kahlo later became politically active and married fellow communist artist named Diego Rivera in 1929. So for me, my way during the pandemic, there's two options. You can always have two options. You can be scared all the time, and you can be locked down, of course, at home, and being aware of everything, what is going on around you. But the other option is to be strong, to be aware of what are your abilities, your capabilities, everything you have around you, and then decide to do something about it. So one option is to survive this experience. And the other option is being strong enough to finish it in a really better way, be a best version of who you are. So during this time, what have been happening? I let's see. For some reason, I cannot. Can you help me, Vasim? Maybe you can control it, and I will let you know. Like,
Absolutely. I will do
yeah.
that. Thank you.
Next is okay. Next slide, please. And what happens is we are exposed to information, to different kind or types of information. Some are real, and some very manipulated, uh, with the only intention of creating more fear in population. Next slide. And we are 24/7 watching videos, internet, information that you have in your cell phone, WhatsApp groups that tell you exactly what is going on or what is happening in the world. So everything what's happened there, it just gets stuck in your mind. And you review, even if you don't want to watch it, even if you don't really want to know what is going on, you just get it. You turn your TV on, and what are they talking about? COVID. You have a newspaper, and what is the information? The main information, it's COVID. You go on the social media, that's what you get. You want to try to speak to someone on the phone, or even the people that you are around, even at home or at your office. And what's the main topic? It's COVID. So we are exposed to information 24/7. Next slide, please. And also, they ask us, please stay safe. Please stay at home. So that's what exactly what we do. We stay at home. But we're facing a different reality and meet new challenges. New challenges in family dynamics. Next slide. And what happens? Well, if you have kids, they have to go to school, but they have to go online, right? They just have to be there having classes with your teachers, but they're not used to it. They don't know how to do it. And of course, they use the computer, but they have so much things to like put attention, and not the teacher, or not the class, or not the lesson. So sometimes their attention goes to a different points. Their attention is not even just the teacher. And when the teacher say, well, you have these different topics to study, or you have these different homeworks to do, they get really frustrated. And when you have like little kids, like younger kids, you as a mother or you as a father, you have to help them. So it's like you are grounded. So you have to be there and study also with them. And that gets a lot of tensions, a lot of frustration at the family. They get tired, they don't understand, they cannot ask enough questions to their teachers, they're not socializing, they don't have recess, they don't have pauses to have fun, to talk to others. There's nothing like that. There's only the computer, your homework, your teacher, online. And also, most of us have to do our productivity at home. We have to work at home. And we're not used to do it. Even if you're a mother, even if you're a father, even if the two of us, if there's a family that they have to do the home office, they have to manage, for example, to use the internet or to use the house computer. You're gonna use it first, then I'm gonna use it. You take care of the kids, then I'm gonna have to go to work. But also at the office, they don't understand that you have these all different kind of issues, that everything else is happening, that you have to cook, for example, that you have to be aware of your kids, that they don't really get, is my dad or is my mom working? Or we're having a vacation time. They don't really know what is going on. So that's why they show up when you're working, and that causes frictions, that causes stress, that causes pain in the head, and that gets accumulated all day long. Next slide, please. So our minds are filled with thoughts, and what happened is different kind of emotions arise. First, there is the thing that what happens with your kids, what happens with your family dynamics, it changes. At the beginning, we start cleaning our house, right? We have a lot of time that we didn't have before. So we start repairing things. We go to our closets, we check on your clothes, we paint our house. That's something that I don't like it, see it there, so I'm gonna move it, I'm gonna change it. But time passes and there's nothing else to change. There's nothing else to clean. And you start taking a look of yourself. You start taking a look at your mirror. Or even worse, you start to take a look at your relationship, your wife with your husband or your kids. And you start like saying, well, my kid, I have never noticed that he has, or she has this kind of problem. She's sad, she's not eating a lot, she's doing so much exercise, she's in her room all the time, he doesn't want to talk. And you start realizing a lot of these situations that you don't used to watch, you don't used to see in a normal situation, because you are like full of different kind of different noises around. You are in a hurry because you have to go to work, so that you don't put a lot of attention on what is really going on inside of your dynamics. You don't really know your family. You don't really know what are the things that are missing there. So the epidemics, be it at home, it just put everything above. It just, you have to take a look of that. So emotions start coming, right? And at the end of the day, your cup is full. Your mind is full. It's full with thoughts, of course, but also it's full with emotions. Because what happens is you start having these thoughts in the whole day, and then the thoughts take you to different paths of emotions. Next slide, please. And you're filled with thoughts and different kinds, with different kinds of emotions arise, like anguish, irritation, stress, loneliness, depression, among others. There is no point to be aware. There's no point to be on gratitude. There's no point to have a moment to be in peace, because your head is full. It's full of thoughts, and your heart is full of emotions. And what happens is when there's a bad combination, you start having these behaviors that are not well. You start taking decisions or having decisions that don't help anybody, even you. You start yelling at your kids. You start having fights for no reasons or for silly reasons. So that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So how can you be in a state of creativity? How can you be in a state of joy and love when your mind is full? Next slide, please. 2 more slides. So I want you to have an exercise with me. Next one. To do an exercise with me. I want you to do an experiment with me. I want you to focus your attention on the next slide, and it will be a candle, okay? And the only thing I want you to do is just be aware of the candle or what is really going on there. So I know that maybe at home or where you're connected, you're taking a look of different thoughts, there's a lot of noise going on, but just try to be aware of the candle. So let's give us 1 minute to do it. And that's it. Don't close your eyes. Just take a look of the candle. I will let you know when it's over. That's it. That's our 1 minute. What happens with the candle? Well, we have been exposed to candles in most of our lives in different situations. But sometimes we're not really aware of what is going on there. So this opportunity, I want you to have that experience at home if you have a candle. Of course, not right now, but after this session, I want you to just have a candle in front of you and take a look of it and share it with the people that you're around. Share it with your kids, share it with your husband, or share it with the ones that are having this time with you, and ask them what they see, what they see when they take a look of the candle. And first, don't jump into conclusions. Just take your time to listen to what they have to say. And for me, we did this experience in our sessions. And for me, it was very revealing. So I had to do it all by myself later. I turned this candle and I take a very good look at it. I took my time, and my kids were actually laughing about me. Well, Mom, why are you like acting like crazy, like just watching a candle? What is going on there? So I asked my little girl, do you want to take a look at my candle and tell me what you see? So we both were there just looking at it, and we just start saying, well, it's shining, Mom. Oh yeah, it's shining. What else is happening? It's moving. Oh yeah, it's moving. And sometimes it gets bigger and sometimes it goes down, right? And when it moves, you just go to the left and then suddenly come back and go to the right, depending of the air that is in our room. So I asked her, what do you think that candle is doing? And she said, well, she's just acting like a candle. She's just being a candle. And I said, exactly. She's just a candle. But what happens in life? Sometimes we get on a fight, like who's washing the dishes? Oh, my little sister has to do it. No, my older sister has to do it. And we get in a fight for no reason. And then what happens when we are mad is like the candle would get like bigger. We get mad to each other. We take a really good bad looks to each other. And that was the candle get bigger. But then Time passes by and we just get relaxed and relaxed, like the candle, just go down, right? And sometimes we don't feel like we're in ourselves. Sometimes we feel that we are other person. Sometimes we feel that we live in someone else's life. And we go to the left and we go to the right. And sometimes you want some else to be happy, you know? And you have to be like, what do you want to do? What do you want to eat? What do you want to listen? And you want to please everybody. And you go left and you go right. But like the candle, we all have the opportunity to go to the center again, to go to who we really are in this life. And that's when we get that kind of connection, when we get the opportunity, when we all have the freedom to choose. We can go left, we can go right, and that's normal because we're humans. But first of all, we have the choice to be aware that we are whole and complete. And we can be aware of what's going on in life, but putting the attention first on us. How do you want to react about the situation that is going on in our lives today? We can react. We can think, oh, someone else has to make me happy. My job has to make me happy. My husband, the kids, the environment. But honestly, the only person that can do it is you. And how can we do that? We have to be empty, right? Can you help me with the next slide, please? To see. We have to be empty. We have to be on ourselves. We have to find our core. We have to take a look on that mirror that we said before. We said before that we are confined when we are home, when we have to be there. We start taking a look on everything that has to be repaired. But there's a point. Then when you take a look at yourself, and maybe you don't like to look, you don't like to watch what is going on in front of you in your mirror. But actually, the main point is the only thing or the only way that you can grow is to be aware of what is really going on with you and to be able to empty yourself, to be able to say, this is not who I am. The things that is happening around me, this is not who I am. I have a connection. I have a connection with life. I'm life trying to connect with another life. So Lao Tse said, we multiply into a pot, but it's the internal vacuum that makes you the container useful. And that is exactly what happened with us. It's your mind full or you're mindful. That's a big difference. But only you have the power of the motivation to do it by yourself, to have the opportunity to take everything what is going on around you, to be aware who you really are. Next one, please. And of course, around us right now in our family dynamics, a lot of things are going on. And of course, our mind is really, uh, it's really smart, playing with us, right? And for example, this is a really good exercise that I love. And this is an exercise that they show a picture of what is going on. And the exercise is try to think what is really going on in that moment. Try to think what is really going on in that family. And of course, even we start saying our hypothesis, right? Oh, this is happening. I think mom got mad. I think the kid is yelling to her mom. No, the father got really angry. oh no, the girl is really tired about it because the brother is behaving bad again, etc., etc. Next one, please. But the truth is the mind, it's a great storyteller. But what counts are just stories. It's not realities. So you have to choose. And you have to be aware that the mind, it can be a friend with you, an ally, or your mind can play games with you. Because the only thing that makes us do what we do is our thoughts. And since we're young, we start building these egos that makes you, oh, I understand that situation. I know that. I studied that in school. I have a master's degree. No, I'm a doctorate fellow. I'm studying my MBA, oh, etc., etc., etc. And our egos like start like growing up, growing up, growing up. So being right is very important for us, right? Because it segregates dopamine and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy for an instant of time. But what is really going on is when you conclude something, it doesn't make space to growth. It's really small. When you're open to different kind of situations, when you tell your mind, well, that's a story, but there are different kinds of points of view. There are other perspectives, and I can choose the way I am. I can choose if my cup at the end of the day will be empty, or if I want to go to sleep with my full cup. So imagine yourself. You wake up in the morning, and the first thing that you do, what is it? You check your social media, right? You check your social media, and then your mind is starting getting fuller and fuller and fuller. And then you start storytelling about what is going to happen today. And you're predicting what is going to happen in your future. So your mind take a decision. What is going to happen next? Am I going to get sick? Am I going to lose my job? Am I going to not be able to conquer my goals? And then you took a decision. And if you're scared and you feel anger or you feel sabotage about what is going on around you, then you start acting like that. And then you start acting like a victim. And then suddenly you get sick, physically sick. So mindfulness for me, it has been a gift. It has been a big gift that makes me be aware of the real situation. And I have the ability to choose my intention in life, to choose my intention of the day, to choose who are the people that I'm going to talk today, to choose being around people that just add me more love, more gratitude, more being aligned with the universe. And if we think about this idea, and I'm going to end with this, the universe, the definition is one verse, universe, one verse. If we are aware of that, the only thing we have to do is make a very good paragraph of our own to enjoy life and to be aware that we are only life trying to connect with another life. And if you choose to do it, and you choose to be aware of that, and you choose to tell all your stories, all the labels, all the things that other people have tell you. If you choose to be empty, then you make a room, then you make a space. And the only point that can make you grow is having a space, is being empty, to have the opportunity and ability to put inside of your cup a lot of great things that can improve your life. Thank you very much.
Great, Gloria. Thank you so much for sharing all your insights on mindfulness and especially your experience that you have gone through when it comes to experiencing mindfulness in your life. And everyone, I just want to share one beautiful quote from Swami Vivekananda. He said, "One who can control mind can control anything in the world." Right? So obviously, at his level, he said that, he gave that statement, but at our level, at least, we should be able to manage our mind. Yes, we cannot control our mind at this initial stage, but of course we should be able to manage our mind. That's the most important thing. I would like to give one practical example here so you can connect the dots and understand what I'm trying to say here. Let's say we are a sailor, right? So there is a river. So river is nothing but the world that we are living in, and the water in the river is nothing but our thoughts, which are actually flowing in our life. Okay, and we have two things, and you have to make a choice here. One is the log that is flowing in the river, and you are standing on that log. Okay, it's flowing on in the river, and it's going like how the water is pushing the log. It's going on the left side, it's going on the right side, it is jumping, it is going inside the water, coming down, coming up, and then it's moving straight, and it's flowing in all the directions how the water is pushing it. Okay, so now the log is our mind. You are standing on the log. This is one instance. The other one is, let's say there is a boat in the river. Okay, and you are in the boat, and now you want to take control of the boat. You are the sailor, you are the one who is taking control of the boat, and you can move the boat in any direction that you really want to move, on the left, right, straight, whatever direction you want. And you know what, the thoughts will be coming, it will keep on pushing you in whatever direction it wants. Our mind is a thinking machine of our body, and the work of our mind is to keep thinking. In whatever it wants, it will think. And now, the moment you start taking control of your mind, at least if you can manage your mind, you can push your boat in the right direction, and you can push the boat in the way, in the path which actually benefits you a lot. And finally, Dalai Lama, he said, do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Okay, and here I just want to make a twist. What I can say here is, please do not let the external world's influence you to destroy your mindfulness. Okay, so you are the owner of your mindfulness. I have been telling from the last class as well that, you know what, happiness, peace of mind, mindfulness, confidence, and every good quality is already present in us. And there are external factors which are actually dominating those amazing qualities. Because of external factors, unnecessary negativity, unnecessary factors are dominating those fantastic, amazing qualities. Now what we have to do is, we just have to take control of our mind, take control of our thoughts. We are just one thought away to change our life. The moment you decide today, no matter what, I am going to change my life from today, and I am going to be happy, I am going to be mindful, I am going to take wise decisions. Whatever decision is going to destroy you, you just have to stay away from that. Whatever decision is going to help you make your life better, you just have to accept it. and then you just have to go ahead and start taking the right decisions, making the right choices, and then your boat will be flowing in the right direction, and you will be the sailor of your boat. Else what will happen is the thoughts will be coming, and it will keep on pushing your boat as well, and it will go in any direction for that matter. So now guys, thank you so much for joining the session today. I hope you had a great experience in the session today. I hope you learned something interesting from Gloria's experience today. And tomorrow again we will have very good guest in the session today. Please do join with all your friends and family members, and then obviously we'll be sharing some amazing insights on mindfulness. So that the idea here is we want to be more mindful, so that we can achieve better results in our life. So thank you so much everyone for joining the session today, and you all have a great night, a good rest of the day. To Gloria, it's early, like I think it's like almost 9 o'clock in the morning to Gloria, and Hayam, I think it's evening time at your place. So have a great day, have a great evening, and good night everybody. So thank you so much, and see you tomorrow then. Bye bye, take care.